Hello and welcome back to the channel. My wife and I have been watching some of the free services that are available and would love to know what free streaming services you're using if you enjoy those. But we were watching Cinevault Classics on Roku TV. We have a couple of Roku TVs, and Cinevault Classics reminds me a lot of Turner Classic Movies, which we don't have at this point. They do show commercials, but as you know, a lot of the streaming services currently that you pay for also show commercials unless you pay to remove them. And it got me thinking about DVDs for some reason, because I was watching the other night some Jerry Lewis movies, and I really am a big fan of Jerry Lewis, and I had purchased some digital films on Fandango at home to watch because I wanted them to be available easily and very conveniently. And I also have some DVDs of Jerry Lewis films. And so I was watching one of the Jerry Lewis films on the channel and realized that I looked quickly to see if they were available on physical media, and they were, but only on DVD. And I did pick up the set on DVD here. These are only available on DVD. I haven't seen them streaming anywhere else except for Cinevault Classics on Roku TV. And so I thought, these are really, the films are just okay, but I really enjoy them. I really find them entertaining. And just to see Jerry Lewis in any film, to me anyway, is very entertaining. And so this Mill Creek set was pretty inexpensive. It was available on DVD. I don't think these films will be upgraded to Blu-ray, but I'm here to tell you that these look completely fine on DVD. There's 3 films. This has Don't Raise the Bridge, Lower the River, Hook, Line, and Sinker, and 3 on a Couch. And to me, these are very entertaining. I was very excited that this DVD was available. And so my recommendation is to keep your DVDs if you have these films, or if you're looking for one of your favorites maybe on physical media. Sometimes they're only available on DVD. I have seen a few DVDs where the film doesn't look that great, but here, this particular collection is perfectly watchable for me. There's the back of that one too. This, again, is pretty bare bones on the inside. But the DVD is perfectly fine to watch. And so for me anyway, if I have a favorite film, I'm going to try to pick up the physical media if I can. And some of these films and TV shows are very hard to find. So if you have a DVD, or you have a favorite film that's only on DVD, or maybe even VHS, best to keep that. I feel like I'm going to show a few other ones here too that I know are probably not available, but feel free to correct me in the comments. This is one of my absolute favorite films. It's an HBO film with Paul Giamatti, and it's one of my absolute favorites. I don't think this is ever going to get a Blu-ray release, although I'd love to see it get a Blu-ray release. This is American Splendor. It's an HBO movie, and this has also on the inside, I have a couple of copies of this too. It's got a little insert on the inside here, but it's only on DVD. And of course you can, I don't even think you can get a I was looking to see if I could get a digital copy of this, because it is one of my favorites. But it's the story of a little known working class everyman and first class curmudgeon, Harvey Pekar. Pekar finds love, family, and a creative voice through the underground comic books he creates, but still can't manage to find the quicker supermarket checkout line. Ordinary life is pretty complex stuff. So anyway, I love this film. It's a DVD, and it's probably only going to stay on DVD, although I'd love to see a Blu-ray of it, and I'm going to keep this one, and I have one other copy of it as well. And I just love it. And this has extra features on it too, but perfectly watchable also on DVD. This one looks completely fine. Some other DVDs, I may have talked about this on the channel before too. I know there's going to be a 4K set coming out. I know there's an out-of-print Blu-ray set, I believe, for this, but these movies are also perfectly rewatchable or watchable on DVD, and it's the Pink Panther collection, the 6-film Pink Panther collection. Will I be getting the 4K? Of course, but for right now, these look perfect on, or they're fine on DVD. And I'll just show the inside of this too. These are all kind of stacked on the inside. A very simple case, but it allows me to watch these films when I don't have a Blu-ray set. I don't have the Blu-ray set that's out of print, I believe, but these are perfectly fine for me to watch. This has all the Pink Panther films. The Pink Panther, Shot in the Dark, The Return of the Pink Panther, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther, and Trail of the Pink Panther. love this. I love Peter Sellers. I love the Pink Panther, and I'm glad I have those films. I have a few more here to show that, again, I think will be very difficult to find. This is a recent one that I picked up, which is a Sidney Lumet film, an early Sidney Lumet film. I'm a big fan of Sidney Lumet, and I was happy to find this, but I don't think this is going to get an upgrade. It would be great if it did get an upgrade. Feel free also, if you know of an upgrade, leave me a comment below, because I would love to upgrade this one. George Segal and Bye Bye Braverman. This is a Warner Archive release, but it's a DVD, and I believe this is a burn-on-demand copy. I'm just going to look at it here again. I believe it's burn-on-demand. Yes, it is burn-on-demand, but it's great to have it. And this is a movie from, let's see if I can see the year here, 19, I can't find the year here, but anyway, it's one of the older Sidney Lumet films, and I love the performances in this movie are very entertaining. This is director Sidney Lumet held a mirror up to his adopted hometown, New York, and Bye Bye Braverman, he uses a funhouse mirror. The result is hilarious, satiric, wise, giddy, and no less trenchant. Lots of other folks in this too: Jack Warden, Jessica Walter, Joseph Wiseman, Phyllis Newman, Sorrel Brook, Zora Lampert, and Godfrey Cambridge. But again, will this movie get a Blu-ray upgrade? Who knows? But for now, I'm happy with my DVD. It looks fine on DVD, and at least I can enjoy one of my favorite movies at home. A few more here too. This is a Criterion release. It's out of print. I'm hoping it's going to get a Blu-ray upgrade or some kind of an upgrade. There might have been an announcement on this one too that I missed, so again, feel free to correct me in the comments here. But this is a Nicholas Roeg film, Bad Timing. I think it's an amazing film with Teresa Russell, I believe. Teresa Russell and Art Garfunkel. Harvey Keitel is also in this movie. This has a lot of extra features on it, but it is a DVD. And you can see on the inside too, it has a booklet and the DVD. Of course, I'm going to keep this. Who knows if this will ever get an upgrade? I'll just read a little bit of the back here too. Amid the decaying elegance of Cold War Vienna, psychoanalyst Dr. Alex Linden, played by Art Garfunkel, becomes mired in an erotically charged affair with the elusive Milena Flaherty, played by Teresa Russell. Anyway, this is an amazing film. It's one of my favorite Nicholas Roeg films. Will it get an upgrade? I don't know, but for now I have the DVD. The DVD is perfectly fine for me. There's a TV series that I really like a lot that I've been looking for. I've been trying to get a digital copy of this, and I think you can get a digital copy of a couple of the seasons on Amazon. But for right now, this is another Mill Creek set. I've talked about this particular TV series on the channel before, but really like this one, Till Death, with Brad Garrett and Jolie Fisher, who is really amazing in here. Lots of extra, there's no extra features on here too. This is a Mill Creek set, again, pretty bare bones, but also it's nice to have this series, one of my favorite series, on DVD. It's, again, completely fine to watch. This was on a streaming channel, I think on Roku TV for a while, but they removed it, so it's nice to be able to go back to my DVDs and watch this. This is an interesting series also because I believe there was a writer's strike in the middle of it, and so a lot of the episodes later in later seasons get very creative. And if you've seen the show, you'll know what I mean there. So I'm happy to have this. It's very entertaining for me. It's a great TV show. Maybe not a lot of people talk about it. And finally, I was just looking at this DVD this morning. I haven't seen this anyplace else. This would be great to have an upgrade onto Blu-ray. And I remember seeing this years ago, and it's Paul Newman in Ford Apache the Bronx. Again, just a DVD. Look, Ed Asner there, and let's see who else is in this. Paul Newman, Ed Asner, Ken Wall, Danny Aiello, Pam Grier. And again, pretty simple. There's the inside of that one. This is probably one of the first DVDs I picked up. But really, the reason I made this video today, too, is to say that if you have a favorite film and maybe you see it on streaming or it's just a favorite film that you have, or TV show, keep your DVDs. I highly recommend keeping your DVDs. Some of the DVDs look perfectly fine in a Blu-ray player or whatever other player that you have. And I'm so happy that I have these DVDs. Let me know in the comments below, too, if you have a favorite DVD that you enjoy watching that looks great. Give me a recommendation down in the comment section below. Let's keep the dialogue going there. But I just love this, and I feel like the way things are going with streaming, that it's a good idea to keep your favorite TV shows and movies on any format that you find acceptable. And for me, the DVDs I showed today are perfectly fine to watch on that format. So thanks so much for watching this video today. If you like this video, click on like. And if this is your first video on the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be great. I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well. And I'll talk to you soon.